This is one gorgeous foot from 66 million years ago. This claw belongs to a Velociraptor. Today's mission is hunting for food. This area has tons of small lizards, and there's a good reason for that. A terrifying giant lives in this region. Tarbosaurus. The meaty smell from Tarbosaurus is exactly what flies love. Small lizards come here to hunt those flies. Groups of Tarbosaurus mean even more flies in this area. Tarbosaurus lived in Asia, filling the same ecological role as T-Rex in North America. Right now, these well-fed Tarbosaurus are resting. Usually, these little lizards don't bother the Tarbosaurus. After all, they help eat those annoying flies. But nature's magic lies in how everything connects. To fill its belly, the Velociraptor has to take risks. Real Velociraptors actually had feathers, and they weren't nearly as fierce as movies show. This Velociraptor is being extremely careful. If it accidentally wakes the Tarbosaurus, it's game over. Fortunately, these Tarbosaurus are well fed, so they're not too cranky. Being woken up killed their mood for sleeping, so they decide to head out for some serious hunting. Not far away, leftover dinosaur remains now sit unclaimed. A group of pterosaurs waits for the Tarbosaurus to leave, then swoops down to scavenge, using their aerial advantage. Pterosaurs became natural scavengers, though they don't actually eat that much. Pterosaurs aren't dinosaurs. They're flying reptiles, related to but separate from the dinosaur family. Some pterosaurs were as big as small airplanes, but others were actually quite small. For these smaller pterosaurs, steep terrain and large numbers should protect them from most predators. But nothing's ever absolute. Our Velociraptor strongly disagrees. They've reached a towering cliff area where the pterosaurs roost. Though Velociraptors have feathers, they can't actually fly. The feathers are mainly for warmth. They start observing the situation below, planning how to hunt these pterosaurs. The pterosaur roosts are extremely dangerous. One wrong step means certain death. These small pterosaurs are also very cautious. At the first sign of trouble, they'll fly away. So this hunt requires serious skill. But the Velociraptors seem to have a perfect plan. Lightweight bodies plus feather assistance, and a large tail for perfect balance control. This lets them move gracefully through this terrain. They don't get many chances. If they miss this shot, all their hard work goes up in smoke. Fortunately, the waterfall's thunderous roar masks the hunter's movement. This gives them plenty of time to get closer. Now they're incredibly close. When the distance is just right, the female moves to higher ground to ensure the attack goes perfectly, while the two males stay low for control. Once everything's in position, it's time for the kill. Obviously, this teamwork wasn't quite perfect. All that effort only caught one pterosaur. But now's not the time for fighting among themselves. Every pterosaur in the canyon is now alarmed. They won't just let these hunters run wild. During the struggle, the Velociraptor's prey falls off the cliff. Seeing this, the female Velociraptor actually jumps off the cliff. Fortunately, her feathers cushion the fall, so she's not seriously hurt. After retrieving her prize, she quickly escapes. The other two males face an entire canyon of angry pterosaurs. There's a good reason Velociraptors fight so desperately, for every scrap of food. Back home, their babies are just weeks old, crying out to be fed. Unlike those massive plant-eating dinosaurs, most predator dinosaur young are extremely vulnerable, so their parents care for them for quite some time. Velociraptors can't risk their lives on cliff hunts every day. Fortunately, today's a big day. Whether this family survives depends on what's about to arrive. Across the scorching desert lies a forest surrounded by sand. Seasonal changes have brought rare water sources to this region. Vast trees have sprouted nutrient-rich leaves, attracting massive herds of plant eaters. Long-necked Tarbosaurus travel alongside Mongolian titanosaurs. Mixed in with these massive herds are smaller Prehistoric. The advantage of traveling in groups is avoiding predator attacks. However, their journey must pass through a maze-like canyon. This is the only route to reach the forest. Only by crossing this place can they survive. When these dinosaurs enter the canyon, tension immediately spreads through their every nerve. Because their blood-deep instincts tell them this is the perfect ambush spot for terrifying hunters. Those Velociraptors have already claimed the high ground. But obviously they can't hunt the massive Titanosaurs. These plant-eating giants need much more powerful hunters. The canyon seems eerily quiet right now, but this silence terrifies the giants even more. Because it signals that even deadlier predators are approaching. The Tarbosaurus family, just their slow approach sends the entire herd into panic. As the atmosphere grows more intense, the dinosaurs finally can't hold back and start fleeing. However, such narrow terrain naturally leads to trampling. The smaller Prehistoric can only escape to higher ground. But higher ground isn't necessarily safer. This is exactly what the Velociraptors were waiting for. Now they can finally show off their perfect teamwork again. Velociraptors seize the chance to push Prehistoric off the cliff. And when the herd scatters, the Tarbosaurus collect a dinosaur trampled to death without lifting a claw. The Velociraptor family also scores big. Clearly, they won't lack food this season. This perfectly demonstrates how the food chain links together. Every creature plays an essential role in this intricate web.